everybody. Welcome to the one and only Friday Night Audit, the only show in hospitality that can say it's the inspiration for Avengers Doomsday. Well, at least the Doomsday part.
At least Doomsday,
yeah. Hey, by the way, that's Craig Sullivan. I'm Glenn Hausman. Thank you so much for tuning in with us to kick off the weekend with some cocktails and hopefully some laughs. But the way this is going, I don't think that we're going to have many of those. Yeah.
You never know, Think positive, Glenn. It's Friday. We can laugh.
Yep.
You don't have to do anything tomorrow unless you really want to.
I got a whole lot to do tomorrow. I appreciate you thinking I don't, though.
Is that a honeydew list or is that a work list?
No, both. I gotta get everybody fooded up for tomorrow because and plus with leaving for the lodging conference on Sunday, I got a lot of organizational stuff to do. I got to get packed. I got to do all of that kind of stuff tomorrow. So it should be a full day.
When someone's a frequent traveler like yourself, serious question.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it make sense to just have like a perpetually packed bag, like a whole separate set of clothes?
The go bag, yes.
Yes.
This way,
So, I have Dave, when I've had back-to-back trips, I've like unpacked, laundered, repacked, and done that a lot. But I haven't been on the road in a couple of few weeks for a work trip. I had the family trip last week for Rosh Hashanah. So I decided I'm going to start from scratch because in Phoenix, the dressing between 90 degrees and 135 degrees, which it could be depending on the time of year, you got to wait till last minute.
Is that one of those like weather patterns right now, like it is in New York, where it's 75 to 80 during the day, so you have to dress for that, but then it gets down to 40 to 35 at night. You can't dress for both. Is that how it is in Phoenix?
Yeah, dude. I woke up to 42 degrees this morning, and then it was up in the 70s. Mars might be 80 or something ridiculous like that.
Spring and fall, it's the wildest. So right now, as you've seen, we'll talk about where I am in a little bit, but I'm in the middle of the Adirondack Mountains. Right now, I am wearing short sleeves. I have shorts on. You can't see the shorts, but I have shorts on. It is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's 5 o'clock Eastern. So give it about 3 more hours, and it's going to drop about a good 25. 30.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Craig, we got a great guest today, don't we?
We do, and first time on the show. So we'll see how he does.
Talk about this guest before you do, Craig, because he used to own an amusement park across the street from me. Yes, believe it or not. It is no longer there because he sold it for about $37 million. They're now putting up condos. But it was called Bowman Amusement Park.
There we go. So, yeah, we've got one of those Bowmans on with clown cars and everything. David Bowman, how are you?
Hi, everybody. Good to be on the show.
Hey, great
Thanks
to
for
see
having
you.
me on.
Arnie made it to the top of the hour. How about that?
Hey, Arnie's here. We don't have to fill him in. That's great.
Arnie, yeah.
David, it's so great to see you. Thanks so much for joining us here on
good to see you too, Glenn.
Friday Night Audit. Dave, it's never good to see you, but you're here.
Well, we have to figure this out, right? So I'm Dave. He's David. Is that how we're doing this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Just look at the names underneath your face and you'll be all set.
That's pretty tricky.
We're both David. So
not really. Your vacation day,
Dave.
Vacation Dave.
Dave.
I'm working David. Yeah.
Right.
David.
David,
Bowman, are you happy you came on this show already? Or are you already kind of regretting your life choices?
Well, I love Craig. And I just, I love Glenn. And I watched this show from afar, and it's so nice to be on it. It's all about.
So we know David's a good liar.
Yeah.
Friday afternoon.
He's got a future in politics. David.
Hey, it's a great transition from amusement park owner to politics. It fits right in.
As a one monosyllabic name, Glenn, there's not really much opportunity for variation on that. But you and producer Dave over there had to make a choice, a big choice. Are you a David? Are you a Dave? Are you a Davey? What was that process like for you, and how did you settle?
You go first.
It's actually ironic. I don't know if anybody else gets these type of questions. Dave, maybe you do. People will literally ask me all the time, especially if it's like a professional relationship where we're trying to, meet each other. They're like, "Do you prefer Dave or David?"
Yeah.
Now, I did know a guy once who was Douglas, not a Doug, so I get the question. But I'm like, I could care less.
Yeah.
People have called me much worse names beginning with D throughout my entire life. So David is perfectly fine. There's really
So Glenn,
no-
I'm allowed to say all those D words that I use on a weekly basis on the report.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that'll get us
I guess Suzanne might get the same. Suzanne versus Susie.
I
maybe?
get it all the time. So you hear Glenn sometimes say Susie because that's what I was known by on Long Island, and one or two of my email accounts will still say that. My husband typically will call me Sue and then introduces me that way. And I'm like, right, I'm Suzanne. Nice to meet you. The one that I really don't like is Susan, because that is with an S, not a Z. And so that's not me. And so I had one boss that constantly called me Susan, and they're like, how do you let him get away with it? And I'm like, I have tried far too many times to correct him and it didn't work. So I've literally just given up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an interesting one.
All right,
Good conversation topic, though.
Before we continue, something I don't want to give up on is this.
Yeah, but who pushed the button on that?
I know. Listen, we're having all this hot Dave talk over here.
I'm on vacation. All right. I have my Diet Coke here.
The important
I am
stuff.
on full vacation mode with my DC.
Hey, happy weekend, everybody. It is great to see all of you. And for those of you going to Logi Conference, Craig and I will see you next week. For those of you going to IMAX, you'll see the Suzanne Susie over there.
And if you're going to Best Western, you'll see Mr. David Bowman there.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
yeah.
we've got it covered.
Yeah.
And Dave will just be in New Jersey.
I will
Yeah,
not.
but he's running for governor.
Next week I will be, yes.
Yeah. But David's running for, or Dave, Vacation Day Dave's running for governor. So he has to.
He is not doing that.
So Vacation Day Dave, how long are you away for?
Just a couple days, short weekend trip. So we came up today. We are currently in Lake George, New York, which is, for those in the area that Glenn and I are from, very well known as a nice destination vacation spot.
Yeah.
Great summer.
I went there with my family when I was your kid's age.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
I did as well when I with my parents, and I can kind of go into this, but basically, I'll tell you how we ended up here because this is now, I think, our 10th or 11th year doing this trip with the family. So, okay, well, let's get right into it, guys. Fine.
Oh, I can't believe we're rolling right into this.
We're
This
rolling
is
right into story time. Gather up the campfire that's over there behind me. There's a nice fire pit over there currently lit up. So, when I first got into hotels, one of the best things about working in branded properties, is, as Suzanne would know, is a thing called employee discounts.
Right. Yeah.
So that means, of course, if you don't know, you get very, very cheap room rates at all of the brands within the brand itself. So in this case, IHG would have Holiday Inn, Holiday Inn Express, Staybridge Suites, blah, blah, blah. The Hilton has their discount, Marriott has their discount, Hyatt, so forth. So just got
Let
into
me just
IHG.
interrupt for one quick moment and just say, when I started, Dave, my employee rate was $15 a night.
Wow.
But if it was a Crown Plaza, it was $25 a night.
Oh,
Wow.
The employee
Well,
rates have
that
certainly
was
increased
80.
since then, but still great value.
It is. It's still a great experience.
Well, for the,
I'm
the
just dating myself.
yeah, it's funny because the program that I'm in now that somebody provided to me, thank you very much, that person. You know, you're awesome. It varies now. Is it like that? That you know?
Now typically what it does is it varies based off of the ADR at that particular property.
Right.
So it can fluctuate. And so it really became a more meaningful opportunity for the hotelier, the operator, because they weren't covering their costs with what it was prior.
Yeah,
So-
no, I mean sometimes I totally.
First of all,
it's
rates are still very, so depending on the brand, right? So if you're going to stay, and I'm going to use a different brand that I currently work for, just to be fair.
Great.
But,
Yeah.
let's say you're staying at a Marriott brand property, which is a very difficult employee rate to actually get. But let's say you're staying at like a JW, and the middle of a center city. Let's say like the JW Anaheim, which we've all been at together, or at least 3 of us have been at together. That rate will typically be probably $300, $400, $500 for the regular guest.
Mhm.
It's probably like $100, $120 for the employee rate.
That's insane.
If you go stay at a Fairfield Inn, it's probably like $30 or $40.
Yeah.
If
Mhm.
you go stay at like a Courtyard, it's probably $50. So you're still getting significant value,
Absolutely.
on those deals. So when I first got to IHG,
You
I
know-
got exposure to employee rates.
Yeah.
We decided, me and my family, both including myself, Annie, and my daughter at the time, and my parents, we're going to go travel all on the East Coast on employee rates, like these little weekend trips. So we did Philadelphia, we did DC, we did Newport, Rhode Island, which you were just at, Glenn.
Yep.
We did all these different places. And one place that I remember going to when I was a kid was Lake George, New York, which I had a lot of fun. And I am currently at the hotel that we stayed at on the employee rate, which is the Holiday Inn Resort. And I say that because A, I'm not staying on employee rate because I don't work for IHG anymore. I am paying full hotel year price because the hotel is that special to us.
Right.
Awesome.
And ironically, coincidentally, again, we just pick a weekend, we just go. The weekend we happened to come up here was the weekend of what is considered, and by considered, I mean like promoted as the world's largest garage sale. I am not making this up. It is basically in
He's not.
a town or two over called Warrensburg. And it's the first full weekend in October every year, which again just happened to coincide with the weekend that all those years ago. And of course, we were looking for things to do. What's up, Dave? Another Dave on the board. How you doing, pal? It just happened to coincidentally coincide with us being here. So of course, my mother and my wife, the trash junkies that they are, decided they wanted to go. Spit take, almost. Almost got one.
I slowed down.
So did you just put the same thing if I put up?
Oh, what? I just did that.
I just had it up, but that's a good video.
I didn't see.
So-
I was just.
so
I
basically,
guess I didn't see because I was looking at the screen because I was trying to put it up.
So basically what happens is this town has it's a really old style town. It's one main street, the school, the police station, all that's on this main street. Everything closes down and there's just these professional garage sailors, you want to call it, on the street on both sides. And you just walk up, you walk back down, you look at all the crap they have to sell. My wife and my mom buy all nonsensical stuff.
Awesome.
But
Do you like to have to drive up in a van to make sure that you have extra room to bring home stuff?
I intentionally don't do that for that reason because my wife has tried a time or two to purchase like a antique piece of furniture that we couldn't fit in the car, so we couldn't get it. So,
Yep.
but we do drive to a local high school, the bus stop, the bus takes over, blah blah blah. Point of the story is because they had so much fun doing that, because there's so much other fun stuff around here for the kids and the family, like arcades, boat rides, nice restaurants. It's very walkable. We have come back every year on the same weekend so that my
Nice.
mother and my wife can go to the trash sale.
Yeah.
Even, of course, with other activities here. But Glenn, you know this, right?
You do?
Being
What do I
the
know?
good Jew that you are, I'm sure you've been at the Catskills over and over and over.
Oh, yeah.
So you go to the
Why
same
are you
hotel.
excluding me in this one? I'm from Long Island.
Yeah, but the Jews did the Catskills. I mean,
Catskills, yeah. The
that's
Italians
all.
do the Adirondacks, the Jews
Okay.
do the Catskills, all the things. So,
Bear
As-
Mountain.
I grew up in Bear
Not
Mountain.
this
I
Jew.
live in Bear Mountain,
Yeah.
or I lived in Bear Mountain. My parents still live in Bear Mountain.
You are Bear Mountain. What are you talking
So,
about?
Glenn, as you know, it goes. You go every year to the same hotel,
Jake, Glenn.
generally the same dates, and you do the same 10 or 12 things in the same order every year.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't seem to ever get stale somehow.
No, because when it's that ritual and it's part of the family thing, it's something that you wind up looking forward to. And I'm sure you're looking forward to all the stupidity of them buying dumb stuff and
the
eating crappy
arcades
food
and wasting
too.
so much money to get tickets to go get $4 crap at the arcade. But it's so
Yeah.
much fun.
But
And
it's
this-
great. You'll see the kids running around having a good time, and you'll be left alone for a few minutes. So it works out for everybody.
And they look forward to it, and I look forward to it every single year. It's really
All right, now,
it's been
Dave,
a
what
great
type of
vacation.
crap have you gotten at the trash sale? Because you
My
can't tell
wife-
me you didn't go and you didn't buy anything yourself.
Myself personally, I very rarely buy actual stuff. I have
Rarely,
purchased.
but I'm sure there was
food.
something.
I did buy a
I-
poker chip set.
Nice.
But generally, I go for the food. So they have a lot of good streetcar vendors, food
Yeah.
trucks, apple cider donuts, fresh
Mhm.
apple cider donuts they make in the truck.
That's cool.
That's what I go for. I don't really think I've purchased much of anything there. I think I bought a pair of gloves once, like warm gloves, but that's not really my scene. But I just go and have fun with it. But I mean, the other part
It's too upscale for him. So
way too upscale. I do love this hotel we stay at. Like I said, we're at the Holiday Inn Resort, right on Lake, so you can see Lake George.
Oh yeah, there's a lake.
Right there.
Yeah.
So the town, as you can see, a little clock tower kind of right there.
Uh-huh.
Is the town, right? So it's very, very easy to get to, walkable, drivable, beautiful pool that's still open and heated. Little playground for the kids. There's a little kiddie pool somewhere. I'm trying to maneuver this thing. Somewhere over here, there's a kid pool as well. There it is, little mushroom top. So that's for the babies. Around this corner is a fire pit. Somewhere over here is a fire pit, a couple fire pits with an outdoor bar, which is something they've added recently, which I love because of the revenue generation opportunity. So again, we've come here for a lot of years, and it's a beautiful fire pit area overlooking the water. But it was just that. And last year, for the first time, they put a bar out there with like apple cider drinks and kind of specialty stuff, fall style stuff.
Yep.
Such an amazing idea.
Yeah.
That for so long, nobody thought of. And they're making, last year, that thing was rocking. They're
I'm
making
sure it was.
good money over there.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, right now in that part of the country, it's awesome weather. The air is cool and crisp. It smells amazing
You see the
up
leaves.
there. And you don't mind
just
being outside in a
starting to-
sweatshirt, drinking those kinds of things and hanging out. Beautiful.
I mean, listen, Lake George is a great area because in the summer it's super busy with the water activities. There's parasailing, jet skiing. Again, the town is very condensed in a good way. So there's a lot to do in a small amount of space. That does unfortunately mean there is congestion in the summer. We come around now, A, for the garage sale, B, because it's kind of in that middle period where the summer activities are over. The winter activities haven't started yet because once the lake freezes, they start doing like stuff on the ice. So it's nice, it's quiet, but it's still open.
Mhm.
And it's not
So-
quite leaf peeping season yet.
It's not leaf.
No, that's a real thing, Craig.
Yeah, I know.
No, they
Big
run
money.
trains. They run extra trains on the weekends from Manhattan up to Poughkeepsie just for that purpose, just for people that want to go see the leaves. I don't get it, but hey, I live in Bear Mountain, or I lived in Bear Mountain, so I had leaves everywhere I wanted to go.
Yeah. Well, it's really, if you hit it the right week, it is so incredibly gorgeous. I had this one opportunity where I had to drive from one kid's college in Boston area to the other one in Lancaster, and it was just perfect leaf week. And that entire drive was just incredibly gorgeous. I stopped and did a couple of hikes. It was beautiful.
Now,
Well-
David, have you experienced leaf peeping season?
Yeah. Have you ever peeped a leaf, David?
Oh yeah, I grew up in Indiana, so southern Indiana, in particular, Brown County, used to have beautiful, beautiful colors in the trees. Well, I can see behind Dave, you got some trees turning color right
Yeah,
now.
no, it's great. It's actually a little bit greener than it usually is up here. But again, to be fair, it's hotter. Now, I will say this. This hotel, aside from the outdoor pool you see for when it is cold, there is an indoor pool as well
Nice.
with a steam and a sauna.
Oh,
There's a beautiful restaurant. There's also, ironically, a dinner theater production that is hosted
Really?
at the hotel.
Cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
Wow.
I've never done it. We've never done it, but there is
Why?
a dinner theater.
Because they have little kids.
It's not my thing. I mean, listen, everybody that comes out of there when I see them empty out has to be over the age of 85.
no, I was just going to actually, the funny thing is, I was just going to say, just grab a walker, go, you'll have a great time.
But it's a lot to do in this specific resort outside of being in Lake George. You could have an entire day here and have a good day.
So that must mean the show, Dave, is over by like 7 o'clock because that's like bedtime.
It's got to be a matinee.
Oh, yeah. They end early. They end very early.
Is it a dinner show?
Yeah, it's
Early bird
It's
special.
It's in the afternoon.
So-
yeah.
If you check everybody's coat pockets on the way out, they're loaded up with sugar and ketchup and mustard packs and all of that.
As somebody who was up at 5 this morning, I totally get where they're all coming from. And my grandmother was amazing at taking rolls and sugar packs. It was insane.
I'm
My
very
grandmother would
comfortable.
all the rows and
That's
then
funny.
feed all the birds.
Yep.
Kim has something to say real quick. I want to get to this real quick. So Kim says she wants G's shirt.
Godzilla.
There we go.
If there was anybody who loved cats more than Glenn, I'm not sure who it is. Glenn is the crazy cat lady you've all seen.
Last week I had on my Cat Daddy shirt.
That's
You
right.
did. You
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Hey, when I sleep down in Miami now, I have the little black cat that decides it wants to sleep with me. Rolls
David
all
Bowman-
over my bed linens.
David Bowman, what is it? Do you and your wife go to garage sales out in Malibu and Westlake Village?
Maybe just like
I couldn't afford a garage sale.
I don't know.
I don't feel.
There's some pretty amazing garage sales around here, and a lot of people just cruise them on the weekends, watch them be advertised, and it's amazing the stuff that people put out that they don't want, and they just sell, or they just give it away.
What's the average price of an item in a Malibu garage sale?
Well, it's not too bad. Probably $50. Who knows? You know.
Yeah, well, when I'm going to buy something for $2 in Warrensburg,
and
it's
have
pretty
that
bad.
haggle on it. Yeah.
Well, chances are, if you hang out towards the end of the garage sale, that's when you get the deals. When people don't want to deal with it, handle it anymore, they'll say, "I'll just take it. Just take it."
There you
Well,
go.
Dave, I'm looking for a white dresser. So strap it to the roof of your car, and then your own next vacation, just come down to Gatorland here in Florida, and you
Yes,
can
try it out
have
now.
the room upstairs.
It's
That's
been
all
about
I need
10
to
It's
do?
been about 10
Okay.
years, and I have not yet to let my wife buy any piece of furniture. There's 0% chance I'm doing it for anybody on this call. What would you like?
Uh-oh. Kids around.
Furniture is probably the biggest bargain of all because nobody wants to wrestle.
You
Right?
know, that's what I've been looking for. Because you go to the furniture store, my son really wants a new dresser, and the stuff in the stores, like he opens the drawer and they're like all shaky, and he's like, "This is really bad." I'm like, so I kind of said, let's just wait and somebody will post it. Some person down here will die. There'll be a
Totally.
great sale and we'll get it. And he's like,
Totally.
wait, they're not going to be having died in it, right? I'm like, no, it's just their
No, no.
clothes.
No, they just died right
Hey,
next.
Amy Montgomery's here.
Well,
I
just
feel
go
like
to
Amy hasn't been on in a
Facebook
while.
Market.
Hey, Amy, how are you?
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yay.
gonna be
See you at
lodging.
lodging.
Just come to Las Vegas instead. It will be more fun, Amy.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that IMAX is at the same time as Lodging Conference. I really wish it was next week. One of them was the week after,
Yeah,
and I could have
I
done
know.
both. Of
That's
them.
Western too. David's typically at lodging as well. So
I haven't been to Vegas in like 6 weeks, David. I'm getting a little itchy to go back.
Well,
Right.
thanks to you all. I have a great coffee appointment when I land on Tuesday with the president of Rio. So thank you very much.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah.
He's such a great guy.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited. It's a busy couple of 3 days, but I'll try and make the most of it while I'm out there.
That's awesome. And a word of, I just want to wish you safety and don't hurt yourself. I know that.
Thank you very much. I am going to try.
I know that.
Maybe I need one of those neck devices. I've fallen and I can't get up rings around my
Yeah,
neck just as a
totally.
backup.
Yeah, that would be funny if you thought you brought the right thing, but you accidentally brought the clapper instead, and all you did was turn on and off the hotel room lights.
Goodness.
David
I will do my
Bowman,
best to stand upright.
David Bowman, the Best Western Conference is up in Seattle this year.
Yeah, it's up in Seattle, and it's at the exact same time as lodging. 2 years ago, they had theirs in Hawaii at the exact same time as lodging. And I love lodging. It's one of my two favorite shows, lodging and Click. Sorry, Craig, not to embarrass you. Those are my two favorite shows of the year. And
It's embarrassing for the Lodging Conference to be in the same category.
So, serious question.
Well,
These conferences, right? They make their money by attendees, right? I mean, I'm sure the BW conference are probably. I mean, I'm not sure what
Don't
it is.
forget sponsorships.
Sponsorships.
Right.
Lots
So,
of sponsorship.
wouldn't it behoove all of them to kind of coordinate and not have them overlap each other so they can?
Stop trying to make logical sense about how we do
So-
things in hospitality, because
So the issue I think is that Best Western's event is for the entire company, all the hotel
Yeah,
members.
it's like the Hilton conference, the Marriott
That's
conference.
right.
the
It's
IHG
a totally
conference.
different animal, and I'm sure they can't. they can't get him to align because it's one of those it is what it is kind of scenarios, and it's a real stinkeroo.
Yeah, but I'm going to call you on that, right? Because the people that are doing these conferences, right, that level, that tier of people is a very small tier, and they all know each other. Right?
They do, and I know that I'm sure that Best Western. I'm guessing now, but I'm guessing
I'm
that
not just Best. I'm not just about BW, it's about IMAX too.
farther in advance than Harry books his events in advance, and there's just some he's always having to move things around, and it's very complicated for him because of Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah and all of that kind of stuff. So
And throw in an election year because we had to be moved back a couple of times when John McCain was still alive, and he was
one time during Halloween. So he sometimes it has a little bit more complicated issues. So I'm going to give this scenario mostly a free pass. It would be great to see him come together, but I've seen a lot worse. Just a lot.
And I think the public would love to see them come together too. It's not intentional.
Yeah, and I'm sure that the franchise team is just like gonna die.
Yeah, they want to be at lodging. They want to be.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming I don't know anything about anything in this stuff, but I would imagine that Best Western is telling its franchise salespeople, hey, you know what? Why don't you guys go over there? We can handle it over here. Because
I don't think so.
Well, the major value is going to be over there, right? At least for the BD people.
It's actually
but they have all of their owners.
That's the whole thing.
Then you split them, right? You send half to lodging and you send half to BD.
Yeah, I don't know. This is starting to get beyond my pay grade.
Because there's also going to be owners that have Best Western properties at lodging that are going to choose to go to lodging potentially.
Yes.
Yeah, they're usually like all hands on deck for those things.
I think the lesson is just generally speaking, there's way too many events.
Listen, like Amy
There
said,
so
you
many
have
of
to
them.
divide and conquer.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, so you mean like sending half of the team to one and half to the other, like someone just said?
Amazing. That's it. That's the answer.
I wish people would listen to me more.
Yeah, my
Let me tell you a story about my current situation.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Glenn. You go first.
Dave, my favorite like event mess up where they book them on the same days, but it works out super awesome is when HD Expo and Choice Hotels do it at the same time because they're both in Mandalay Bay. One's on one floor and one's on the other floor.
But that actually makes sense because you can hop.
It's right. I'm saying that is the coolest freaking accidental kind of overscheduling. It's the best.
The problem being though is you've also got another main event going that same time. That's the JMBM Meet the Money. And I used to do both. I duck out of Meet the Money a day early and go over to Vegas to do HD Expo. I was only going to be there for a day, and it ended up being 3 later. And it's like, no, I got to get out of here. So I don't go to HD.
You know what it is? I think I figured it out, Glenn.
Yeah.
Glenn's favorite phrase I've learned over the last 6 years with him is
Send me to Vegas.
Hear when people say that there's tons of money on the sideline. And Glenn loves hearing that phrase.
It fucking kills me.
Money on the sideline. So what I think is actually happening, Glenn, the money's not on the sideline. The money's going to pay to get to these 9,000 conferences happening every year. That's what the money actually is. It's like Meet the Money and lodging and IMEX and GBTA and IWF and all the other friggin' thing and the Houseman's Hospitality Conference. But let me tell you guys another story about my trip to Lake George, about why you all listen to me.
Yeah.
Because when people don't, they end up like Suzanne saying the same thing I said 30 seconds prior. We booked this room 50 weeks ago. How do I know it was 50 weeks ago? Because that's
all you can book in the system.
Correct. You can book 50 weeks out. So
good answer, Suzanne.
Well, she knows. She worked in hotels. She was a GM. She knows what especially IHG, she knows what the Master Week is. So
she's the educator, Arnie.
So we used to stay here again. I used to get employee rate. I would get 2 employee rate rooms. They'd be whatever rooms they had, all good. Last year I was not part of IHG, so we booked regular rate. My parents got a suite, a 1-bedroom suite. We got a 1-bedroom suite. It was fine. I realized it's cheaper for us to get a 2-bedroom suite and just share the room. For those that know 2-bedroom suites, you basically have a room over there, a room over here, and it makes total sense to get the 2-bedroom suite and just chop it in half. Okay, so 50 weeks out, I booked a 2-bedroom suite. I tell the family we're doing this, we're doing that, it's all good. About 6 months later,
Right.
in my parents' esteemed wisdom, they decide to go, you know what? It's you guys, it's the 3 kids, it's going to be a bit crowded. Maybe we should just get our own room and it'll be much easier. And, we'll obviously be near each other and blah, 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 blah. Fine. I book them a room on points. They have their own separate room. I've told them, by the way, several times between that point and today that we should all just still share the room. There's a pull-out sofa. So there's basically 3 bedrooms in this ring when you really consider, 3-bed opportunities. There's a king bed, a room with 2 double beds, and a pull-out couch.
Right.
So they're like, no, we're going to stay. Fast forward to today, we check in, we grab lunch before we even go to the room. Finish lunch, we go to their room, they see their room. It's beautiful, it's lovely, it's a wonderful room. We come to our room, we come into our room. Massive living room, massive kitchen, double balcony, double bedroom, king bedroom, pull-out couch, all the things.
But
In
only
my-
one bathroom.
There's 2 bathrooms. There's a 1.5 bathrooms. So again, my parents in their esteemed wisdom decide, oh, we could all just stay in this room. We don't need to have a separate room. It gets so much better. So of course I call out the fact that, hey, I said that 50 weeks ago. My mother decides to go, I didn't realize it was going to be like this. I'm like, you didn't think to trust the guy who's worked in hotels for 11 years or 12 years, whatever it is?
Obviously, your own mom doesn't trust you, Dave. Why should we?
Let's say it's
It gets so much better. So then I go back downstairs and they go, you know what? Can you cancel the room and we'll just stay with you? I'm like, I don't know. We'll find out because clearly we're within the cancellation policy.
Yeah.
It's 3 p.m. day of arrival. So
They don't know what that means, Dave. Your parents are like, whatever.
So luckily enough for me, because I booked on points and because points is certainly the cheapest rate you can
Oh my
possibly
God.
get, the hotel was more than happy to cancel my reservation, give me the points back so they can resell the room at full retail. Because of the garage sale, the entire area is sold out. They probably turned it already, honestly.
They probably doubled the amount of points back into your account, and they're still making money.
Oh, I was 100%.
Yeah.
I'm sure they sold it already at twice the regular rate I would have booked if I booked it straight.
Did
But
they
it's
give you free breakfast for
Just
everybody?
listen to me one time, and this whole thing would have been avoided.
Yeah, but Dave, that is like the cornerstone of being like the dad in the family. You say good shit and nobody believes you. So, yeah.
Because 90% of the other stuff you say is not believable. So
Hey,
why
listen.
would we listen?
Well,
And
figure out
we're
it.
not
I'm
even talking the
I'm not even
80-20
talking
rule,
about
guys.
small rooms, right? This is just the one bedroom part of the king room. Like this is a massive room by itself.
Yeah.
Then you
But
walk
you gotta
over-
remember, Glenn is yelling at people to get off his lawn all day. So
Then you walk over here to the living room. You'll see Fox's little feet there. Then you have this entire area.
Wow. That's massive.
It's a massive room.
Yeah.
It's massive. And there's another.
condo. That's not a suite, it's a condo.
Well, that's what my parents said because again, they grew up in Yonkers, New York, right? They're like, this is bigger than Manhattan Apartments.
Well,
Yeah.
Of course. Almost anything is.
Yeah.
You know, so I know.
Hell, my studio's bigger
Yeah.
than a New York apartment.
So then you come over here,
That's
right?
it a lot.
There's bathroom A, and then you have this room here.
Wow.
Thank you for showing us a room where the beds are still made.
So it's like maybe listen to me one time, people.
I like my pillows upright for demonstration purposes.
Oh well, again, this hotel they do it right. They honestly do. It's always clean. It's always consistent. There's always good, friendly staff. You know, they overall do it right.
Yeah.
You have any stories of when you're touring hotels for sale and taking clients up there and the rooms are just a mess?
Oh my goodness. This sounds fun.
Oh yeah, there's stories. I had this boutique listed on the Central Coast, beautiful property, and we decided the owners wanted us to have an open house. And they had this really hot management company running it, and they're there.
I was not running it, okay?
You what?
I was not
No,
running
he didn't say sexy management company. He said hot management company.
Oh,
So anyway, so I'm taking people around and opening the doors because this hotel had not opened yet. And we open up the door, this beautiful room, and there's a naked man and woman in the bed. We just see them from the back, and they scream, and my clients scream. And I just going,
Wouldn't that be
so-
And David took pictures. It was really fun.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sounds like that would totally enhance the value.
So
That's
the prank
entertainment value.
was they were a couple of out of work actors that they had hired to pull this prank on.
I love that.
We had a
Oh
chance to
my
meet them at
God.
the end of the tour and shake their hands and stuff. And
What a
Maybe they're
great
headshots.
idea. Oh my God. Glenn, you should hire those actors and put them up at your hotel in LA for the Alice conference. Oh my God, that's funny.
yeah,
Nice.
So did you sell that hotel, David?
I never did sell that hotel, but I still see the guy that set me up for that.
Everybody
And
said the place
I
is
gotta get him back.
unclean. It's so unclean.
On the other end of the spectrum, the worst one I ever had was a rundown hotel in Phoenix owned by a bank on the East Coast, and they had never seen it. And they had made a loan on it. This was back during the recession. The loan went bad, and I'm set up a tour for this guy, and he goes there and he gets bed bugs.
Oh no!
Bad bed bugs. He calls me and I said, David, the bed bugs are so bad, I had to stop and buy another pair of pants and throw out my pants before I went home.
Could have
That
thrown
didn't
out
get
his
rid of all the
underwear
bed
too.
bugs, and I still,
Oh
my
God.
wife was ready to kill me because I bought bed bugs back into the house. Now that one I sold. I sold the one with the bed bugs, but I didn't sell that beautiful boutique with the actors in the bed.
Oh my God. We were managing a hotel up in San Jose, up by that pier where they filmed Lost Boys.
Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz, yeah. And we're meeting with the owner. The owner had another hotel he had under construction. He wanted to talk to us, and he also wanted to see his hotel in Santa Cruz. So
Hey, congrats to Ensemble for opening La Bahia over there last month. So
oh, yeah.
congrats to them.
Yeah.
Go on, Craig. Sorry.
But so there was only one suite in this hotel, so we were going to go in there and have the meeting, and we opened the door. Luckily, we were there before the owner showed up, and there was probably 2 cases of empty beer cans everywhere you could imagine. People's clothes, hypodermics, condoms, just everything everywhere. We're going, oh nope, not having the meeting in here. Nope.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it was, and the gentleman I was working for at the time, he's looking at me like, okay, something just happened. And we've got everybody going up, and I'm hanging back. He's hanging back. And I explained it to him. Oh, my God. He goes, I'll get somebody from housekeeping up there immediately. I said, okay, great. Thanks. Bye.
I'm gonna take us off to a different topic because you guys saw my face right there. I'm assuming, right? And Glenn,
Yes.
you were talking about the dads of the trip. They just don't get listened to and things like that. Well, there's another part of trips, and now this is with my family. I'm not sure if your families are the same, but no matter where we go, no matter when we go, no matter how long we have to know we're going before we go,
Right.
there was a mandatory stop at a Target or a Walmart or a CVS to buy crap we forgot. So the reason that my family has left the room minus Fox to allow me this wonderful time to be alone and do the show is because they had to go to Walmart to purchase things we forgot. Yes.
Right. So
Remember-
what did you
Remember,
forget?
I had this room booked for 50 weeks. So the reason that I had that face on is because I got the text alert from my credit card company saying you just spent $120
On
at Walmart. Oh, I have no idea. We'll find out when we get back.
wow.
I'm assuming some clothes. I'm assuming some candy.
Yeah,
I'm
of course.
assuming some other types of refreshments. What they could have possibly spent $110 on at Walmart when we literally got here 4 hours ago, I have no idea. But I will find out in about 15 more minutes. In fact, we may still be on the show when they get back, and I'll let you know.
Oh my God.
And mind
See, I
you,
have too much stuff
guarantee-
in my car. I don't forget stuff.
guarantee Everything they bought, we have at home.
Of course you do,
Money
David.
on it, that we could have brought it. Whatever they bought, we could have brought with us instead of spending $120 on top of it, all the other money we're going to spend.
Now,
So-
see, in my household, it's different because it's my husband that will stop at the store to get
Right.
the extra snacks or the nuts in a bag or all these other crazy things. And I'm like,
Nuts
no,
in
no,
a
no, no,
bag?
no,
Wait
no,
a
no. Like, I've made your own trail mix. Like, it's all packed. It's ready to go. It's there. Just find it.
But David,
David,
Bowman, I
Wait a
have
minute.
question.
Before we do that, David, producer David, why don't you confiscate everything that they walk in the door with and take it home, and then you can prove your point that everything they bought is at the house.
But you know why, Craig? And that's a great idea, and I love it, and I'm that type of person. But then if I do that, I'm going to have to hear Annie bitch about it for the next week and a half. So I'm going to end up losing at the end of the day anyway. Because she's like,
David, you are a smart man.
you have to do this.
That's why you've been married for 15 years, and I've got two ex-wives. You are a smart man, David.
It's just not worth it. But Mr. Bowman, so we're talking about all the money we're spending on this trip. Now, usually there's foundations out there that help drive charity and money and resources. I think I need one to pay for my Walmart bill. Now, you have a foundation that I want to hear more about. So tell us about your foundation. And then separately from that, can you start one for me to help recover the funds from this trip?
That's a great segue. Yeah, I think I followed
And we
that.
have a GoFundMe also, just so everybody knows.
Well, I make my living as a hotel broker, but I've been involved in a couple of foundations work to help hotel employees. And to me, one of the biggest untapped resources in our industry are empty room nights. The room nights that don't get sold.
Perishable.
And I was president of California Lodging Industry Association for a while. We had a scholarship fund and no money. So what I did is I went out to the members and I said, look, give me gift certificates for your room nights, subject to availability, blackout date supply. And I found a charity website that they only allow charities to put their items up. And we had 7 auctions. We raised about $200,000 for college scholarships for hospitality students. Now, I'm doing something different now. I serve my time on the board, but I wanted to do something for the people working at the hotel every day, because I got pushback from owners saying, hey, I don't need that many college educated students to be here. I have a few, and how do I know if I contribute room nights that, you know, the students are going to stay in our industry? And they were right, because half of the people that got our scholarships didn't stay.
Right.
And then how do I know I'll get a chance to hire them? So next time around, this is the Bowman Post Group Foundation. What we do now is we ask hotels for the room night certificates. The proceeds go to providing educational assistance for the hotel employees and their families. We had our first auction a few months ago. We got the proceeds. We still haven't covered our operating costs, but we still cut a bunch of checks.
Mhm.
We got these grant requests that were just so heartbreaking. We sent money to every single person that asked for money.
Yeah.
You know, I can read some of them. Thank you. Now I can help with my English. You know, this represents encouragement and belief in my potential. Shows
Right.
that people care, all that kind of stuff. It's great.
Yay.
It's a good feeling. But you know, these grants are only for the employees of the hotels that
Right.
donate their room night certificates. So it's a concept. It's starting to catch on. the person that raised all the objections to the college scholarship program, they have 12 different hotels in California. They jumped in right away, donated 4 certificates per hotel. Lotus Management up in San Jose. Got us going. They got us going. And now we have another one coming up starting October 26th. It'll run for 2 weeks. The website, I go on this website every week. It's called biddingforgood.com.
Yep.
It's FOR, all one word, biddingforgood.com. And when you buy something on that website, the money goes to a charity. I'll get Dodger tickets, but I know the money's going to a charity rather than StubHub because somebody donated that.
Oh, that's really cool. I've never heard about this before, David.
It's amazing, and it's you know, the properties that we put up there, they get so many hits. Well, there it is right there. And you can see the items. You go in, you register with a credit card, you bid, you go right to the end, and you know they notify you. It's very professionally done. So that's where we put our items. We had about 140, I think, in our first auction.
Nice.
We're hoping that we hit 200 for the next auction. It's good publicity for the hotel.
Yeah.
And it doesn't cost them anything. It's just the cost of housekeeping a room that would have been empty. Still not
And
easy.
they're doing something good for people that are really in the hotel business too. That's fantastic.
Yeah, they're helping themselves, really. They're helping their own employees. And I'm sorry, somebody's knocking at my door. This is so embarrassing. I'll be right back.
Believe it or not, that's the least embarrassing thing about the show.
Is being on a show with Glenn.
Yeah, that's the least embarrassing thing.
We both said the same thing. That's awesome.
That's all
Hey,
good.
David,
So,
go back to that website and see if they've got concerts and if there's a fish concert there.
But actually, it just got me thinking. I'm like, how much? I saw the box for the Lakers game. I'm like, that'd be for 12 people for like $2,400 or something like that. That's
nothing
pretty
on
great.
Fish yet, but maybe something coming up.
Yeah, just have to keep searching when a new one comes up. Maybe
I
you
will say
can do
this,
like an alert.
Yeah, I would like to find a company that I know that has a box at Madison Square Garden and say, hey,
Hey,
Dolan's going to be all over that one. Let me tell you this, though. I just had a very nice, long conversation with a wonderful gentleman at my hotel last week who was decked out in fish gear.
oh yeah,
And he was not going to a show. He just likes fish the same way. And he will be at the New Year's Eve shows.
oh, I got tickets for New Year's. Ooh, ooh,
Are you
ooh.
going to actual New Year's Eve or one of the other?
Yeah,
nice.
I got tickets for New Year's Eve. Yeah.
You bringing the wife?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Mm.
So he will probably be there with you somewhere within that element because he does it every year like you. He goes to the New Year's Eve show every single year. So we talk about Lake George and doing the same thing over and over and over and making a lot of fun. Glenn has done a fish show over and over and over how many times and still has a blast.
And over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
at what, 300 shows?
What's that?
You're at 300 shows at this point?
No, 200 at least. I don't
Do
know.
they still make new music?
Mhm.
Yeah, so there's opportunity to see new songs.
Yeah, and they still make good new music as opposed to a lot of bands that only have like 10, 15 years creatively, and then they just have to keep going back to that. It's pretty amazing.
Is the current itinerary, the current version of Fish, is it the original version or have there been change outs?
No. The original.
Well, these
I
guys,
still think-
there were change outs, but in like the first 2-3 years of their existence.
So
but
for the most part, it's been the same band.
since like 1989.
So
Something
that counts. So my favorite part, because I was only 2 years old at that point. So my favorite part,
Baby Dave.
my favorite part about Fish is again, it's a hipster band, right? You know, we know what it is.
Fred's such a hipster.
I did just drive through Woodstock.
I'm looking at my skinny jeans right now. Yeah.
I did just drive through Woodstock, so hey now.
Yes.
But you know, it's a band that's very free spirit, right? We've seen the people. I love it. It's a great crowd.
Yeah.
The band, for the most part, you got the donut dress wearing guy. You got the guy with the long hair with the glasses.
Try.
You got the other guy, but then there's this one gentleman who was the most clean cut
Yeah, Paige.
business professional with the flipped up hair and the button down. He just came from the board meeting.
Yeah,
Like,
that's funny.
board meeting at 5.
His
This show is
nickname-
7.
His nickname, because he's the keyboard player, is chairman of the boards.
It's so funny
Because of
because
that.
he's the most clean cut business. Like he probably walked off the freaking Best Western conference doing a keynote onto the stage
Yeah.
to play to a bunch of drugged out hippies.
And I don't know who we should put in a donut covered moo first, Glenn or David.
I think David, just because it would be more fun, because he doesn't even know what a moo is.
Arnie, which David are you talking to? And then what does that mean? Is that a Bowman joke?
No, that's a you joke. You wouldn't know. But
I don't
really, David Bowman, why did you slam the door on Arnie? That wasn't very nice when he showed up.
I'm sorry, Arnie. I had FedEx here. I had to sign for a package. And all it is something my son had delivered here for his wife for her birthday, but he didn't want her to know.
Well, now she knows.
Guys,
I've got to save that marriage. They have our first grandkid.
Oh my goodness.
we have 9 minutes left in the show. We need about 6 just for Glenn's version of the shameless plugs.
That's true.
I was promised that it was an idea for me to make $1 billion that was going to be shared on this show.
Yes.
You haven't heard it yet.
Okay, well, Glenn and I sat down and talked about this, and we're both going to put money into the deal.
Yep.
Okay, so David.
I'm going all in. I'm selling my LA hotel.
Remember, David's down there. This is Dave.
Dave. Okay, Dave. You're the producer. You have to produce on this. Glenn and I are going to give you funding. We need you to think, okay, about micro nanobot paint.
Paint?
Yes.
Okay. There it is. There it is.
Oh,
There it
yes. Yes. We got another one. Yes. And you also need to think of a device like a Roomba as well. But with the micro nanobot tech, okay, they will spray the paint. They will fix small little imperfections. The Roomba will do the massive painting initially. And then at night, you could change the colors. You could put signage up. So we're going to sell this to hotels, resorts, sports, and entertainment venues first. Then we'll conquer the home market and the condos, because then you're never going to have to hire a paint company again. So it's all
Sounds like a very, very, very expensive version of a digital billboard.
Yeah, but the long-term investment is this. You can write it off your taxes as a home improvement. It was a repair.
Or
You're missing a point. The point is we get all the private equity involved. We get very excited. We go public. We pump up the stock. We get bought by Google, and then we all retire. And then it doesn't matter if it was a real product or not.
So all you guys have to do is, and I can't show it on the show, obviously, and I'll show it to you guys after the show once we're off air.
That's too many shows in one sentence.
But you guys need to go look up Silicon Valley, no revenue, and you will see a very quick example of everything you're just talking about. So I'll show it to you guys after the show.
Okay.
But because of the YouTube police, I can't put it up right now. So let's go.
Hey, the best part about our economy is you don't actually have to make money. You just have to tell people you will at some point
Again,
make money.
look up the Silicon Valley clip, no revenue, you'll get there. But that's
Just
not the best part of the economy. The best part of the economy is this.
Whew, good transition, Dave.
And I actually have a plug today.
Yeah. Oh, David, and you could plug Bowman Post Group, New Gen, whatever you want. That's all up to you.
Oh, this is great. Well, first of all, New Gen Advisory, we're a hotel brokerage. We've got offices all around the country. We're one of the largest commercial brokerages that only do hotels. That's where I work. That's how I make my living. But my passion project is the foundation. It's bpgfoundation.com. This stands for Bowman Post Group Foundation.com. You'll see tabs there to donate, to bid, a couple pictures of us. But, our passion project is just getting off the ground. Anybody that's got a hotel or operates a hotel, candidate, we'd love to have you participate.
Awesome. I love it. I want to tell you, my son Ben is cooking dinner downstairs right now, and all of a sudden, good smells. I've
I-
just terminated my offer.
I'm glad you said that because I really thought you were going to say the house was on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I'd be this chill if my house was on fire.
Oh,
Urgency in my voice. Yeah. Dave, you got anything?
Yeah, come visit Lake George. It is a blast. Again, look over here, my shoulder, right? You see the Holiday Inn Resort is a beautiful, beautiful resort. Lots of fun and family-friendly activity. If you don't want to go here, you can't make it here. Right across the street right there, as you can see there, is a Polynesian-themed hotel, which is really fun to be in. The lake is right there. There's a lot to do up here. Bring your family, bring your friends, make this little town very busy. It's a lot of fun.
Dude, do they have a tiki bar thing over there?
They do.
Oh,
Now,
They also do
okay,
Polynesian,
so-
they do like Polynesian fire shows too.
if Glenn and I show up at that hotel, can we dress like Jason Momoa as a Hawaiian warrior?
The Temu version.
All right. Okay. Fine. Fine.
There's a lot to do. Honestly, a lot to do up here. There's, so it's Adirondacks. You have zip lining, you have horseback riding, you have hiking.
There's Six Flags
That
Great
way-
Escape, which is nearby. I'm sure they're doing Halloween stuff this weekend,
Yep,
Christmas
yep,
stuff coming up.
I saw the roller coasters running around when we were driving up right off 87. Right across
We
the
also
street.
got a big water park that they built like 10 years ago or something like that up there, right? As well.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Indoor water park.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet, but I'm sure it is there. But yeah, the Six Flags is always operational. There's an outlet mall up here. There's a big
Yep.
outlet mall because Queensbury is right next door, and that's kind of like a main suburban type town. So you have the vacation destination here. 5 to 10 minutes that way, you have the suburban regular market, Starbucks, Target, Walmart, all of the things. So it's a great, great little vacation spot to come to in the middle of the Adirondacks.
Beautiful. Suzanne?
Well, if you're going to be in Las Vegas for IMAX next week, come check me out. We will be at University Village right near the main stage, and I will be speaking on Wednesday at 2:30. So come check us out. I will have 9 students apparently with myself and Sharifa. So looking forward to connecting with folks. Make sure you let me know that you're going to be there to find me.
Beautiful. Greg?
There's so much going on, Glenn. I can't stand it. I really can't.
Oh, it seems
We're going to the lodging conference.
we are.
We're going to be there all next week. I am moderating a panel on Wednesday
sweet.
on the repositioning of hotel assets.
What time is that?
That is at 11:30, and as I recall, it is W2 in
Nice.
the program. So I'm really looking forward to that. And maybe if I beg and plead, Glenn will film it for me.
I don't think that will be possible because
Probably not. You're probably going to be on main stage.
no, I'm not. I'm
He
shooting.
just
video.
doesn't want to.
I'm shooting.
I was giving him an exit, but
I'm literally shooting 20 interview videos.
We got to wrap, guys. We got to wrap.
And I'm doing some interviews here as well. So stop by, see me. Let's grab a couple of minutes to talk. Also, Dr. Producer Suzanne and I, our first show is going to be on the 15th for
Well, thereafter.
Continental Lodging Investment Conversations and Connections, or as we like to call it, Click Connect. And we are going to have Rachel Humphrey co-hosting with me and some
Love
people
Rachel.
on their speakers website. So we need to promote that and get more people on the Alliance's website and the speakers at various conferences. So,
I love it.
and good night.
All right, I will see you all at the Logic Conference. Please come see me on the main stage general session Tuesday morning following the aforementioned Rachel Humphrey. Come for Rachel. Please don't leave when I'm on stage.
That's a pretty big slide
Yeah.
right there. Like
Yeah, I'm saying please,
you're Rachel Humphreys, Glenn.
please bear with
We'll
us.
listen to Rachel.
Yeah.
She'll make
Stay for Glenn. Stay for Glenn. Come on.
It'll be so dazzling. Everyone might be
the
just
Super
like,
Bowl, right? The
What?
networks always put their new hot show for the lead-in from the Super Bowl. There you go. Rachel's a Super Bowl. Glenn's the one season cancellation.
yeah, exactly.
No, it's just a pilot.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, I have one more to do for our good friend. I just happened to see it right behind Craig's head for our good friend Bruce Ford. Enjoy.
Let's go, Yankees! Boston sucks!
Have a good night, everybody.